consumed with needing information so I can have a peace of mind. And early in the year, you don't have film on guys, and you don't know about their new players, and I'm just, I'm never comfortable with that. So this one's out of the way. We've got a real hard game Monday. I knew this was going to be hard. They've got a winning fabric, and with the new rules and their ability to play so many guards that can score, it's, we have to continue to learn how to play our style of defense with those kind of teams like we played today. So that was good. That was good that we played a team that had so many guards, and for the most part, I was happy with how we played today.
Frank, you guys shot 42 free throws, made 29. Were you happy overall with the way you guys attacked their zone and their defense?
In the second half. I thought we were real passive in the first half, which was my concern. We knew they were a matchup zone team, and early in the year, that's like the last kind of defense you want to play against. That defense is designed to make people passive, and in the first half, we just kind of lollipopped around and never threw the ball inside. In the second half, we spoke about it at halftime, and to our guys' credit, they came out and threw that thing inside. And, we made a couple threes early in the second half, but the important thing was that we got it inside. We got to make free throws in the second half, though. We got to the line, and we missed too many of them in what I thought was a crucial part of the game there.
Frank, sometimes we saw you covering up your face, and then sometimes you saw you pretty excited when they, like when Dozier had that alley. So they both played over 20 minutes tonight. But how did you feel after one game with both of them on your team?
Yeah, like I said, I'm just like the players. First game of the year, I'm a little wound up because what gives me a peace of mind is information. I sleep better because I know what we're going to go against. So it's easier. It's never easy. It's easier to prepare. When you're going to, like, if you walk into a dark room, I don't know about you. When I walk around my house and the lights are off, I don't walk as aggressively as when the lights are on. And that's first game of the year. It's always like that. It's like you're walking into a dark room. You don't know what you're going to collide into. And I'm happy with our team. I'm telling you, I needed to get this first game myself personally. I needed to get out of the way. I probably was a little too wound up for the game, but these guys have been awesome in preseason, absolutely awesome, the whole team. And I knew we had a hard game tonight, so I'm happy that I'm real happy with our guys. Think about this: we didn't, outside of Dwayne early in the game, we really never shot it real well the rest of the game, and yet we beat a good team, 15. Got to the line 42 times. We got 19 offensive rebounds. We took how many charges again? I spoke about that after the exhibition game. We probably took another 6 charges today. Those are winning plays.
Talked about this a little bit, but Lamo said to talk at halftime and just come out focused, have a good start to the half, and they did that. And they never got closer to closer than 4 or 5 points. So how proud of your team were you to kind of hold on and keep them at bay? Yeah,
this early in the year, that's where you depend on experience. They're a good team, and every time we kind of pop that thing to 13, 14, they'd come down and they figure out a way to get it right back to 5. And every time they get down to that 5-6 point range, our guys would buckle in and get a stop and go down and make the right play on offense and get an offensive rebound, which gets us another possession, and and that's important. That's important. I was fine with the adjustments we made at halftime. I wasn't real enthused with the excitement that our guys had warming up for the second half. But to their credit, they came out. We guarded them again to start the second half, made a couple shots, and I got no complaints for the guys today.
Frank, you mentioned you got a tough Oral Roberts on Monday. What do the next couple of days look like? Because you mentioned it's the start of the year. It's a whole new adventure all the way around.
Yeah. I mean, tomorrow is we can't worry about breakdowns that we had today. We got to treat this like postseason. You know, we can't worry about certain breakdowns that we had today. We can't sit and watch today's film and try to teach. It is full game prep. It's go in there, forget that game. It's over and done with. To beat Oral Roberts, this is what we need to do. And they're actually in there right now, starting the process. And with Lamont. And then tomorrow, I'll go home tonight and drink a lot of coffee and watch film and get myself to where I have more information going into the Oral Roberts game than I had today, so I can be in a better place for the game. But it's full preparation mode. There's very little teaching goes on between today and the game on Monday. It's all prep.
Coach, you played 11 players today. 10 players scored. How does it feel to have the depth this year, especially having a game in 2 days?
Are you jinxing me? It's fun. Here's you know where as a coach, you know you end up in a place where you can make substitutions, and your play as a team does not drop off. If your senior center comes out of a timeout late in the game and does not run something that he's been running for 4 years because he just decides that he's going to just lose his mind, you can put a freshman in there, and the freshman makes the play to help you win the next possession. That's fun when you can create that depth. It doesn't mean that this guy is going to play and that guy's not going to play. We're still trying to figure all that out. The important thing is that those guys are all on the same page. And God willing, we can stay healthy. That makes practice real competitive, which then makes games easy. Here's the whole theory. If your practices are hard, then that means the games are going to be easy. If your practices are easy, then guys are trained for easy, so they go into games, and then the other team is never easy, so the games become hard. I'm not real smart, but that's the way I've been programmed my whole life, so I believe in competition. I believe in challenges. I believe in making guys earn their job every single day. And those guys get it now. They've been around me. So they've been great. Where's Gunner? Is this too late? Too much stuff going on this weekend? I thought maybe he was standing behind the chair.
Frank, you mentioned Chris Silva's athleticism quite a bit in preseason. I mean, the things he did tonight, specifically the blocks and the dunks, is that just kind of a glimpse of what he can do?
How about the charges? I mean, I just protected the rim. When he could go block it, he blocked it. When he saw out-of-control dribblers and he knew he couldn't go get it, he took the charge. He's got to learn. Here's what all the freshmen, for the most part, outside of Michael Beasley and Bill Walker, every freshman I've been around has to learn how to score against a college defense. They don't understand that when they get here. Chris is no different. He's got to learn how to score against a college defense. He's got to understand what things where the cracks are at, when it's time to dribble, when it's time to pass. Be more comfortable with what we're doing, so he's not thinking about where to go, but actually just going. But that'll come. But what he can't do is he can't play without the activity that he played with today. That's his home run play, is that energy, that enthusiasm, that athleticism. He's got to bring that every day and then allow himself to grow into the basketball player that he will become over time.
What's the strategy behind Dwayne coming off the bench?
There is no strategy. I get paid to make hard decisions. I don't get paid to win games. I get paid to make hard decisions. And part of the hard decisions I got to make is manage a basketball team. we have no problem with that. I don't know if that's the way it's going to stay. I mean, he might start Monday. He might start when we play down the island Friday. I don't know. But I kind of like the way we played today. I really liked what he can do coming in off the bench. And I look at it like this. Right now, we've got 7 starters. That's the way I look at it. We got 7 guys that could start for us right now. And, you know, Dwayne's a team. Here's the thing with experience. Those guys are about winning. If you had a young kid and all of a sudden he's coming in off the bench, he doesn't understand those things. Dwayne's all in, just like Sindarius and Mike and every one of those guys. They're all in. Last year, Mendalgas came off the bench. You know, by the end of the year, Mendalgas was starting and Mike was off the bench, and then Mike was back in there. I'm not real smart. I just try to talk to them to make sure they know what I'm thinking and then go out there and try and play. But I kind of like that. He comes in, and we can get a feel for what the team's doing defensively, get him some shots. You know, he's awesome. And then you know, PJ, who's long, is out on the basketball. And then all of a sudden, you take PJ out, put Dwayne in there. And PJ's a pretty good defender for as young as he is. And you put Dwayne in there, and he is an absolute bulldog guarding the guy with the basketball. And that poor guy now is going to be tired. Not Dwayne, the guy that they're guarding. And that's the beauty of that. Here's the good thing. The good thing about depth is that competition. The bad thing about depth is that I have to answer questions why certain people start and certain people don't. That's a good thing, though. It's not a bad thing, right? Yeah, if Dwayne wasn't all in, then it'd probably be a problem. And then you'd probably see him in 3 weeks, and he's in a bad mood because he didn't play 30 minutes, and you'd ask him at the press conference, hey, Dwayne, how do you like this coming off the bench stuff? And he'll probably say something to you, and then he gets everyone tweeting at him that, you know, Dwayne, they're messing with your game. And then his mind kind of goes off. But we're all good. We're all good. We got a fun group of guys. Those guys are all in. It's been a while since I've had a team that's all in the way these guys are this early in the year. I know that's Kornbluth's deal now. He doesn't know I know that, but that's his deal.